spooky friends, and welcome back to Green-Eyed Starlet. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Brandy and I'm working to live a life worth living through art, movement, and exploration. Hello and welcome. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. I'm very excited about today's video, as we all know, well, you should know, Brandy loves fall. I love everything fall. There's not really much that I don't like about fall. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. If I had to say anything, it was the fact that like Florida doesn't really have too much of a fall usually, but this year is a little bit different, a little bit less conventional than most falls, at least for me. I am still pretty much in quarantine, not like because I need to be quarantined, but because I haven't really had a reason to go out still, except for a little bit of work here and there. So fall doesn't feel as fall-y as normal. If you've been on the channel for a while, you know that in the past I've done like 13 Nights of Fright, where in October from like the 19th through the 31st I post a bunch of Halloween inspired videos. I actually really wanted to do that again this year, but so because I felt like I was being a little bit fall deprived or a little bit Halloween deprived, I decided to come up with 5 things that I can do and you can do at home to get yourself into the fall spirit. These are things that you might have to leave the house to get a few things for, but mostly should or could have all of the things at your house right now to go and do. Because let's be honest, escapism is a great way to relax. I stand by what I say. So if you would like to know my 5 ways to get into the fall spirit from home, make sure you hit that like button because it helps out the channel and me a ton, and keep watching. So the first item up on my list of things that you can do from home to get yourself into the fall spirit is to decorate for fall or Halloween. Now Ben and I actually went out because we had no Halloween decorations. I know, me, no Halloween decorations. I've just always lived with people who had so many Halloween decorations that I didn't need to contribute to that. But Ben and I, neither of us had any Halloween decorations, so we went out and we spent a whole day going out and shopping and picking the specific things that we wanted to incorporate into our home to decorate the house with. And we also really wanted to think of things that we could probably take from this apartment to the bus so that we weren't just buying things that we were gonna get rid of right away. But if you already have decorations that you've had for a couple of years, now is the time to bring them out, to set them up if you haven't already, because I know a lot of us started like September 1st. We were like, September 1st! I'm decorating for fall and Halloween. It's done, it's doing, it's happening. And I feel like it runs the same kind of thought process as spring. It's like when your house feels a certain way, it just makes you feel a certain way. Like I just want my home to be super Halloween-y, super fall, super cozy. And I think we did a really good job this year of creating that ambiance for us. Now after you're done decorating, or if decorating wasn't so much your style, the second thing that you can do to get yourself into the fall or Halloween spirit is to cook. I myself am not a great cook. I am like a decent cook, I feel like, but I also don't do a lot of recipes. I kind of just make stuff up, and then when I'm like, oh, that was good, I just continue to make that recipe for the end of time. And I feel like fall has so many good recipes. Like I want to try some soup recipes this year. Ben and I have made 2 or 3 pumpkin loaves at this point, but I really want to try out some recipes this year. I found a few good, you know, pumpkin soup kind of things that I want to try, some like vegetable soups that I would really like to try. But I also have this whole entire cookbook that is dedicated to each holiday, and there are so many recipes in it. So we are going to try and attempt to make at least 2 of them this year. How well will they work out? I'm not sure, because like I said, I'm a decent cook. And Ben's really good at like baking and stuff, but when you add in the vegan aspects, it kind of throws a wrench into some of his pre-existing knowledge of baking and everything. So we'll see how it turns out. We'll see. But I'm excited! Now if you've done the cooking and you've done the decorating, but you're like, Brandy, I need more. Or on the flip side, if you're like, neither of those things were me, what else you got? I've got you. I got you. I got 3 more. I got 3 more things for you. Hopefully one of them will put you in the fall spirit. The third thing to put you in the fall spirit is probably one of my favorite things to do during fall and during Halloween, and that is to watch Halloween movies and TV shows and all of that goodness. My favorite, of course, are like the Halloween Town movies on Disney, Hocus Pocus, which I guess is also Disney. I generally somehow fall down the rabbit hole of watching some kind of scary TV show every year. Not always scary, I guess. Like a few years ago, I was watching a TV show about aliens. I don't know if it's just like my creativity or my imagination, but some reason every year during October, whatever show I'm watching, I have like deja vu about watching it. I also like watching some movies that aren't like necessarily Halloween or fall movies, but just have always put me into the fall Halloween spirit. Like for me, Bill and Ted will always and forever be a Halloween movie. Gremlins doesn't have to technically do with Halloween, but those movies always. Oh, Lost Boys, I mean vampires, I guess that puts you into the Halloween spirit. And it kind of plays along with the fourth thing, and that is reading. Because I don't know about you, but there is nothing more cozy than curling up with a nice blanket, maybe a cup of tea, a cup of hot chocolate or coffee, and just reading a good book, whether it is Halloween related or not. Obviously, right now I'm in the middle of Midnight Sun, which I feel like, again, vampires takes me back to 2008 at least, when like I was in 8th grade reading these books. So the nostalgia is there, which I feel like is a good essence of fall, is like a little bit of nostalgia. But whatever you're into, like I said, I feel like reading in general just kind of puts you in a more cozy mood, no matter what the topic of reading is. This could be a good chance, you know, pop on over to, you know, a Barnes & Noble's website or a used bookstore's website, maybe order you some books. If you have a bunch of books that you need to read, try not to order a bunch of new ones that you just are gonna add to your list, because that's one of my problems. But yeah, curl up with a good book, make some food, maybe you make some pumpkin pie or pumpkin bread. I love pumpkin. Then just cozy on up with a book or a movie. I think that puts you right into the fall mood. Now, before we get into the fifth and final way to get into the fall/Halloween spirit at home, I just want to say thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video, and if you could take the time to give this video a big thumbs up, that would really help the channel out a ton. And if you're not already, hit that subscribe button, because I post videos every Saturday and I think that you want to see all of them. No, I think you should see all of them. So maybe you'll hit that subscribe button and then we can be best friends forever. Okay, but now, finally, last but certainly not least, the final way to get into the fall spirit at home is to do a little dress up. I'm not the best at makeup, that's for sure. But I think we all have a few like really good fall outfits, you know, hanging up in the closet. Maybe we have to pull them out if you live in a more tropical or hot place like I do. But you know, I think we all have, you know, like our Stevie Nicks, you know, Shaw, or like some really good flannels. Everybody loves a good flannel. I mean, I do. I don't know about everybody, but I love a good flannel. And do your makeup, set up your tripod or set up a camera, and take some really cool photos of yourself up against the window, longingly looking out of it. Or maybe you can do the ghost photo shoot. Those are so cute, and I want to do one so incredibly badly. I just feel like there's like endless opportunity. Also, if you're part of the cosplay community, or if you've ever seen anything about the cosplay community, you could do a closet cosplay. I think that's just a really fun way. You know, there's not going to be a lot of Halloween parties or a lot of opportunities to get dressed up this year. I would love to go to some Halloween parties this year. I'm just sad. I'm just sad about Halloween. But with these 5 things, I think that we can get into the Halloween spirit, we can get into the fall spirit. If you have any ways that you're getting into the fall spirit, whether that be outside of the house or inside the house, please let me know in the comment box down below. Like I said, I really hope we can get to at least 1 pumpkin patch this year, because I just love pumpkins and I love being surrounded by pumpkins and I love farms, and it speaks to my soul, and it makes me sad that I can't go do all the Halloween things this year or all the fall things this year. But we gotta do what we gotta do, and we gotta make the most of what we have. So that's what we're doing. I love you guys so incredibly much. Thank you so incredibly much for clicking on today's video. It truly does mean the entire world to me. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I will see you next Saturday with a brand new video. Bye!